What up, man? It's your big brother, K-Rino. Um, do you ever doubt yourself? Of course you do. Of course you have. Even if you grew out of it and you kind of mastered it and you don't do it now. At some point, each and every one of us has been at a point where something that you was trying to do, or just as you navigated through life, you reached a point where you wasn't sure if you could get it done. You wasn't sure if you could just accomplish it. Like what you wasn't sure, you were not sure if you were good enough. And the crazy part about self-doubt is that it doesn't really matter how talented you are. It doesn't really matter how talented you may even know or think you are. Sometimes it just creeps in. That self doubt just creeps in, and it creeps in for a number of reasons. When you're working to accomplish a mission in life, a goal in life, it doesn't matter how good you are. You're gonna face some obstacles. You're gonna run into some bumps in the road. You're gonna run into some opposition, whether it be situations and circumstances, or whether it be people that are in your way trying to prevent you from getting there. The thing is, you have to recognize what is in front of you and why it's there and what you have to do to get around it. So, what do you mean, K-Rino? What are you talking about? Recognize what is there, what's there, why it's there. And it means that, I'll give an example. Just say that you're trying to work towards a goal and there are people saying things to you like, "Oh man, why you wasting your time doing that, man? You can't do that, man. That's the same thing your daddy was trying to do. He ain't make it either. He ain't, you know." People just not being supportive. People dismissing your skill. People being envious and jealous. Once you recognize what that is and those elements that I just described as in terms of why they doing it, that's when you should go, "Oh, okay. I see. I get it. Yeah, you really you're trying to intentionally deter me from reaching my goal. I see what it is. And even if it may not be envy or jealousy, it may just be a person they just don't believe in you. They ain't got nothing against you. They just don't believe in you. You have to recognize that and say, okay, well, I believe in me. And really, if you believe in you, that's really the only thing that really counts. Because no one outside of yourself, regardless, even if they hold positions that may can help you advance, they still don't have the power. The power is ultimately in you and the Creator blessing you to reach that goal. Now, if there are any other things, oh, I forgot about the other person. The other person is you that's keeping you from that's having those feelings and those emotions that's keeping you from getting to where you want to get. But the circumstances can be things like time. Man, it's taking too long. I thought I would already have this particular position by now. It's been 5 years. Oh man, it's too hard. It's too difficult. I'm running into certain mental hurdles that I'm not able to that are baffling me right now. Those are circumstances, but as a individual who is a reflection of the Creator, we are designed to figure out those formulas and master those formulas and get past them. And I know what you think, oh man, that's easy for you to say. That's easy to say. Yeah, it's easy to say. And you're right, it's harder to do, but you can't make the excuse and not do it. You got to go for it. You got to try to do it. So when those situations come about, naturally it creeps in sometimes like, man, is this really for me? Is this really something that I should be doing? maybe I should quit. Maybe such and such was right. And when you do quit, when you do bow down to those thoughts that are creeping up in your head, you don't just disappoint yourself. You don't just disappoint yourself. First of all, you disappoint the Creator who gave you whatever gift that you have. Just disappointed him, because if he gave you the gift, then he gave the gift to you for a reason. So you are to try to um, utilize that gift in order to create and live out a purpose that is founded on that gift. That's why you got it. See? So you disappoint yourself in the Creator, but guess what? You also disappoint the people who did believe in you. Because everybody's not a hater. Everybody's not envious or jealous. Everybody's not looking at you and your dream from an angle of disbelief. There are many people, and even if it ain't but 2 or 3, might not be many, might just be a few. There are people who look at you and say, man, yeah, I believe you can do that. And then when they find out that you gave up, oh, man, that boy could have did something. I thought she was going to really make it. Man, I was proud, man. You know, you disappoint other people. And it's not to say that you living to please other people, but the motivation and the energy that you can get from the folks who back you, the folks who stand with you and stand behind you on your journey, man, it goes a long way. That is something that is very underrated when it comes to us pushing and fighting and chasing a dream and trying to reach a goal. It's only so much we can do by ourselves. And you hear people say all the time, man, I couldn't have did it alone. I couldn't have did it without the help. And it's not always that the person who they're saying they couldn't have did it without, it's not always, it don't always mean that they was right there by their side, physically helping them do whatever it is they was trying to do. It also means that on the tough nights, there was somebody they could make a phone call to. That was somebody that they could go visit and they could give some words of encouragement. You know, that's it's like you in an event, you playing the sport, and you look up in the stands and you see your daddy or your mom out there going, you can do it, you can do it. And sometimes that's all you need. That's all you need. You know, you was worried. They feel that, and they look at you. They make that eye contact and they say, "Go ahead, you can do it." They push you out there to do it. So you're gonna have doubts, but self-doubt is similar to fear. It's a form of fear, but it's similar to fear in that the approach should always be that when you're faced with a fear, you attack the fear and remove it. Same thing with the self-doubt. When you face with it, when it creeps up in you, you attack it and then you remove it. And how do you remove it, man? You remove it by continuing to do the work that you are here to do. Just keep going. Yeah, I'm kind of down right now, but that ain't gonna stop me. I'm still write this verse. I'm gonna still get out here and practice. I'm gonna still get in this book and study this craft that I'm trying to master. Even when you're down, do it. And be competitive within yourself. Because again, a lot of people got low self-esteem. But sometimes, man, I've seen people with low self-esteem, but they still know that they cold. They still know they cold. And sometimes people that are cold-blooded and great in what they do, they may have the low self-esteem and a little lack of confidence and some self-doubt. And somebody else has to come along and make them understand, look, man, they can't mess with these people. Can't mess with you out here, man. You colder than all of them. You just don't have the mindset. So it's a mindset that has to be developed within us. So you're going to doubt yourself. It's going to happen. But put self-doubt on a time limit. Don't give it no more than 10 seconds. And that's too much. But naturally it's going to happen. So if it creeps in, oh man, you get overwhelmed. Oh, man, what was I thinking, man? I don't know why I was even thinking I could even do this. You get overwhelmed sometimes. But give that like 10 seconds, bro, or sis. That's it. And after those 10 seconds, stand up. Don't just sit in that spot. Just stand up, kind of walk around, look around. Wipe your face if you got to. Shake it off. Realize what that original thought was in the first place that made you motivated to want to do it in the first place, and get back on it. All right, man, it's your big brother, K-Rino. Blessings to y'all, man. Peace.